Hey, welcome back. It's Tuesday. Time for 2 more sets of weird banjo music for you. This is the one that's specially for the European crowd. 7 o'clock, Greenwich Mean Time. We got a special guest today, so I'm gonna get started right away. Let's do a sing-along. This is a song about pigeon racing. You guys know this one. It's in the key of F. Here's your part. Well, the boys ain't been down to the clubhouse in so long. You would think that it's a crime. It's just me and those birds every morning. Well, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And this coffee, it takes a decade to boil. And this ladder is like hell on my knees. But I'm up on the roof every morning like clockwork, and I watch them as they rise up through the trees. Well, it's the last flight of the Pigeon Club. You ought to come out this year. But these birds are just shadows of the birds back in my day. It's years and those records still stand. They flew 10,000 miles and back to Hoboken. When they took to the air, they would fly from my hand. But if these ones don't come back, I won't miss them. I just know this is killing my health. And if they find someplace better to die than New Jersey, well, I'd probably go there myself. Well, it's the last flight of the Pigeon Club. You ought to come out this year. All together now. Well, that's a good way to start things off, I think. Was everybody doing it? Was everybody making those sounds? All right. Because there's like pigeons all over the place out here now. They heard us. They've come for us. All right. As you can see, we have a bass over here. Come on in, Dr. Crumley. It's Dr. Crumley, upright bass player. He is the Dean of Duke University. All right. What do you want to get started with?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's start out with radiation poisoning. This is a song about Harry Truman. One of many presidents who knew when it was time to throw in the fucking towel. Here we go. radiation poison. Oh, that's what you get. Moving in your bloodstream, you just don't feel it yet. A panic in New Mexico, don't you understand? A plutonium sickness, alright. Oh, that's what I am. You wanna stop the bleeding? You got to meet me where I live. Down by the cooling towers, red hot. Don't you know I'm radioactive? A Truman left me with the keys. Uranium, a plutonium, give me that disease. The war is ending early. Oh, that's a secret in my bones. Hallelujah, Nagasaki. All the boys are coming home. My heart is falling. It ain't so easy to forgive, is it? Drop down, no warning, red hot, radioactive. I'm radioactive. Talk about a lethal dose. Radioactive. You better keep on your toes when you see me coming. Keep your windows closed. Radioactive. Everybody been exposed. All right, a Pentecostal fever to evaporate the seas. 9,941 Fahrenheit degrees. Burning through the atmosphere, hotter than the sun. No cure for this affliction. There ain't nowhere you can run. My love is fun. It's looking so attractive. I forgot the words. Crawling out of the air raid shelter, digging up radioactive. Woo! I'm radioactive. Talk about a lethal dose. Radioactive. You better keep on your toes when you see me coming. Keep your windows closed. Radioactive. Everybody been exposed. All right, there we go. Excuse me. What do you guys think? You want something beautiful or something ugly? You got a preference?
Let's go with beautiful.
You want to go with
I
beautiful?
can feel people shouting ugly, but I think beautiful is the way to go.
I think Dr. Crumley's right. How about, you want a song about Amelia Earhart? What do you think about that one? We went from airplanes with bombs falling to just airplanes falling. Seems like a pretty, What was the name of Amelia Earhart's airplane? Do you know? Does anybody know the name of Amelia Earhart's airplane? I can't believe I don't know this. I mean, the one that dropped the nuclear bombs was the Enola Gay, right? I have no idea what Amelia's plane was called. That seems like we should know.
If only we had computerized telephones to
I
look up that
know.
information.
Well, leave it in the comments right down there. Let us know if you know the answer. And while you're there, let us know where you're watching from. I like to see, you know, how far we got. Last week we had people from Australia and people from Brazil and all over the place. So just because you're from England doesn't mean like you're the only ones here. Just because you invented the time zone. All right. Well, the wind turned on Amelia just after sunup, and this radio's been acting up all day. Well, she disappeared in a cloud bank. The static never cleared. Well, at least you never have to die this way. And they say she turned up again sometime in the 40s. Going by the name of Tokyo Rose. Just a sweet voice on the airwaves, floating out of Japan. But that doesn't seem too likely, I suppose. And I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Yeah, I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Well, I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Like a tombstone, worn smooth by the years. Oh, and I wish that I was Amelia Earhart. Because Charles Lindbergh lived his life in fear. Well, the ones that stay too long, they run up on trouble. Like the Lindbergh baby, somewhere down the line. You know they'll bust into the house at night while everybody's sleeping and make off with that baby every time. So I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Yeah, I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Well, I wish I was Amelia Earhart. Like a tombstone, it's worn smooth by the years. Oh, and I wish that I was Amelia Earhart. Because Charles Lindbergh lived his whole life in fear. It's a very sad story. How do things feel to you, Dr. Crumley?
Pretty Good, man. The second cup of coffee's got me flying.
Yeah, Hugh is, I don't know if you can tell, he's only 11 years old and he started drinking coffee. It's changed everything. He's like, he's growing, he's growing up so fast. All right. Does it feel weird to be singing to a computer over here?
Yeah, I'm kind of used to it.
A little bit. He's getting used to it now because he, you know, he's 11 years old, but he's the dean of Duke University, so he has to keep all those kids in line. Rodney Dangerfield's always giving him shit. Let's see. What are we gonna do now? Hey, Ponyo's outside. We're out on my porch here in North Carolina, for those of you who may be watching. Ponyo, come here. Come here, boy. Hey, come here. Come and be on TV. Look, it's Ponyo. He does not want to.
He's so happy to be here.
He does not want to be on TV. All right. So yeah, let us know how things sound. As you know, I've been working on my tech setup, and today we got an extra musician in the room with us, which means we got an extra microphone in the room with us. So I want to know if it's sounding good, because I want to get the whole band in on this. Because we're in the home stretch, you know? These are like the last few months of live streams before we get back to real performance in the room with you people. Cough in your face, sweat all over you. What should we do? Something ugly now, right?
Do you have anything in the catalog about Richard Nixon? Seems appropriate these days.
I do, yeah. You guys want to hear a song about Richard Nixon? All right. Crumley over here wants a Nixon song. Which one do you want it to be?
How about the one in G minor?
Okay, well, that doesn't really narrow it down. All of my songs about Richard Nixon are in the key of G minor.
How about the heart?
All right.
Or the other one. Or the other one.
Here, let's do both of them. We'll do two songs about Richard Nixon. We'll ease you in slow, and then we'll hit you with a hard one. This time the dream is a Russian oil tanker. Fidel Castro and a Cuban sugar cane. But Richard Nixon is having the same old nightmare. Jack Ruby's black secret crawling up through the drain. So if William Tecumseh Sherman and the Union Army come to finish off Savannah, just let it fall. Because even if they burn up all that Confederate money, you're gonna find that rebel engine right where it's stalled. Well, one of these days the soil's gonna give out, and the harvest moon will rise, broken and pale. But like a million worthless acres of Oklahoma farmland, you're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. All right. When the hurricanes finally take out New Orleans, and the scarlet fever has left Philadelphia bare, and malaria's hanging on the New World like a shadow, there's a ghost that we remember hanging in the air. are still hanging there. So, a little girl, there ain't no use in crying. Keeping us up all night with that moaning wail. But like the dead horizon, stretching out for a November mile, you're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. Yeah, one of these days the soil's gonna give out, and the harvest moon will rise broken and pale. But like a million worthless acres of Oklahoma farmland, you're gonna find me right here after the soil fails. Yes, you're gonna find me here after the soil fails. You. All right, can you hear these crows? I don't know how good these microphones are. I know sometimes you can hear like people mowing the lawn and stuff when I'm playing. My voice is a bit trashed. We're outside. For me, it's allergy season. Should we continue with the Richard Nixon thing? Is that your reference here? Dr. Crumley really likes, you know, we all kind of like Richard Nixon these days, because that was a motherfucker who knew when his time was done. You know? Like, all the Republicans marched up the hill, they knocked on the door, they said, Dick, it's time to go. And Dick went on TV and said, it's time for me to go. I kind of lost a little bit in that last song, didn't I? Did I miss a spot or something?
I don't remember. I got distracted by the crows.
Yeah, see the crows. I don't know, you weren't here the other, like, I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago I was doing it, and I had the wall, this is like a wall of glass doors here that's open, and all the bees came in. It was still warm, and there were like 5 or 6 bees in here, and the cats were trying to catch the bees, and I was like swatting them out of the way, and they were like climbing all over the microphones and stuff. It was, you know, that made it feel like a real gig, you know? Alright. Here's another song about Richard Nixon for you. This one's also in the key of G minor, if you feel like dancing. One, two, all right. All right. This is the heart that they found down by the river in that frozen ground. Like a Cold War fever, it won't cool down. Take a look at my money, take a look at this town. Take a look at that Cadillac, stole that railroad track. Boom, boom, I click, I'm taking my money back. Woo! Yeah. All right. Let me hear that music. I turn out the light. Henry Kissinger gonna dance all night. Don't you feel the fever when you turn my head? Take a look at that city, everybody's dead. Take a look at them now. These people don't put your word out. There's my last night in town. Ooh, don't you know they got your number? If they catch you in that watermill, they gonna pull you under in. Here come that heart attack. I can feel the friction in. This is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. All right, let's go. All right. Oh, baby, you got to know right from the start, I do not have a forgiving heart. Don't you feel the fever when you touch my head? Take a look at that city, everybody's dead. Listen to those people moan, nobody to set that bone. Step in line with Oswald and you will never walk alone. Ooh. Don't you know they got your number? If they catch you in that watermill, they gonna pull you under in. Here come that heart attack. I can feel the friction there. Well, don't you know these are the hands that signed the pardon? Another heart attack, alone in the garden now. Here they come to overturn that conviction in. This is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. All right, this is the heart that forgave Richard Nixon. All right, this is the heart. Get lost. Hey, that was pretty good, right? Except for the part I fucked up.
Yeah, hit that low D in there.
Oh yeah, see, he's got his fancy thing that lets him play lower notes. Are you picking up the low notes? Can you hear that okay? You're probably listening on your phones or something, so there's no bass, but trust me, it sounds highly groovy in the room. I'm missing certain things because since the pandemic started, I've had to do almost everything alone. So I'm developing bad solo performer habits. All the new songs I'm writing have I go, this one's totally straight. It's in 4/4, and then he was like, nope, there's 2 measures of 5 in there, and there's 1 beat missing. It's all kinds of stuff. So, all right. Let me take a moment to take care of business. As you know, many of us are out of work right now, myself included. I'm at work right now. So I'm just going to say, if you look down in the first comment or in the description of the video, whether it's in the top or the bottom, depending on if you're watching this on Facebook or YouTube, you'll see my PayPal account, which is paypal.me/Curtis Eller Music, or Venmo, also Curtis Eller Music. If you really want to do some good for me and my family, sign up on my Patreon page, which is a monthly sustainer thing. You can put in $5, you can put in $2. If you're really rich, if Jeff Bezos is watching, you can kick in 50 or something like that. You can also get merchandise. We got vinyl recordings. We got high fidelity compact discs, highly collectible. For those of you who feel winter coming on, I need an extra layer, we have stylish t-shirts. And, of course, we're living in the fucking plague times, so masks. Safety first. Alright, So that's my pitch. If you happen to be working and you want to help out a banjo player, just, you know, kick in to PayPal or Venmo or Patreon. And if you don't got any money, just come here and watch the music for free, because this is the closest I can get to doing a real show. And it feels good to spend a little time with you. Sign up on please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm getting really close. If I can get up to 1,000 people on that, it unlocks some good features like mobile streaming and monetization and stuff like that. What do you think? Should we do Pay the Band now?
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of my pitch. I usually tell you how you can give me money, and then I play a song that's called Pay the Band. And the sort of subtle subtext of this song is that you should pay the band. Yeah, you. Yaroon, Mike. I feel like Romper Room. You remember Romper Room? It's a show I watched when I was a kid, and there was this like creepy preschool teacher, and she would go, "I see Bobby, and I see Jody," and she never said Curtis. It's sort of like a 1970s preschool Google, you know, tracking always on. That doesn't... Oh, there's the problem. Forgot to retune. All right. If you're looking for a heart that's true, you come to the right place. I can get one for you. And if you're feeling all alone and blue, I can make that cruel sun shine down on you too. But if it's blood that you need, there's just one thing that will make this poor heart bleed. I ain't talking about love, oh that's nice too. But if you think love is all that you need, you must be confused. The only gun that I know that can truly kill. Come on, sister, and give me that goddamn greenback dollar bill. Well, it might sound ugly, and it may seem cruel. Money make the engine turn when there ain't no fuel. Like morphine on the front line, or it'll nullify the pain. Oh, that a special something Elvis has that drive the girls insane. The way that Bridget Bardot knocks them out with just a passing glance. If you can pay the band, you can watch the people dance. Don't you know you got to pay the band if you want to watch those losers dance? I know one loser I want to dance. All right. Certainly not in tune, am I? What's out there? That's the one right there. Let's get that in tune before we move on, shall we? You know, I said there was a loser that I wanted to see dance. But I take it back. I do not want to see him dance. A guy like me can get loaded and jump behind the wheel. Everybody loves a wealthy man, a Cadillac automobile, an intoxicated man, I'm feeling truly free. Every day is the 5th of December, 1933. All the roads are open. Even the cops let you slide if you're white. Oh, these American hearts come equipped with a smoother ride. You can walk around like Henry Ford on the banks of the River Rouge. You can tell the workers how they're gonna live, and you know that they can't refuse. You can bust the union if you got a little bit of money in your pants. If you can pay the band, you can watch the people dance. Like morphine on the front line, it'll nullify the pain. Oh, there's a special something Elvis has drives the girls insane. The way that Bridget Bardot knocks them out with just a passing glance. If you can pay the band, you can watch the people dance. Don't pay the band if you want to watch those losers dance. Well, everybody, clap your hands. Hey, you losers, well, we come here to watch you dance. All right, there we go. You know, that's the closest I've been able to get to like a big dumb ending since the pandemic started. Because
I'm glad I could.
right? I mean, it seemed a lot stupider than when I do it on my own, right? He adds a little bit of stupidity to the situation. He's a much smarter guy than me, Hugh. I don't know how long we've been going. You know, let us know how things are sounding. Let us know if there's requests. Tell your friends about the show. I'm going to be here every Tuesday, twice a day. One at this time for my European friends, which is 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. I'll be back in 5 hours for the 7 o'clock Eastern Time, which is like New York time. So we're on London time right now. We'll be on New York time now. You can watch it on YouTube if you're tired of Facebook, like we all are. You can watch it on Facebook if you don't like YouTube, which none of us do. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook, do all that stuff. Kick into the tip jar if you're able to. This is, in fact, the only way I'm earning a living right now. And if you want Daisy to eat, that's really the only way it's going to happen. Because we're like, you know, one step ahead of the tax man right now. That's not true. We're doing okay. All right, what should we do? We got time for a couple more, right?
How about a song for vegetarians?
Oh, yeah, I haven't done that in a while. This is a song about the filth and cruelty of the Chicago meatpacking industry of the 1890s. You know what I'm talking about? I'm saving my heart for the butcher man. It's in the key of B flat, if you feel like dancing. Hey! butcher man. Wash my heart in the blood of the lamb. I take a number at the counter and touch the hem of his apron and shake his hand. I don't want that filthy Chicago meat. I take him down to Delancey and Essex Street. I got to get that blood all over my feet. I'm taking my heart to the butcher man. Yeah, yeah. I'm taking my heart to the butcher man. Oh, yes, I am. Taking my heart. Woo! I take my baby to the butcher shop. My knees started shaking and it just don't stop. You see that blood on the countertop? Well, I get so weak, man, I just about drop. Taylor up down Sinclair, down in the jungle dark. I'm gonna shine a light on the abattoir. Baby, just the way you are. But I'm saving my heart for the butcher man. Yeah, yeah. I'm saving my heart for the butcher man. Oh, yes, I am. I'm saving my heart for the butcher man. Well, I got no use for that gospel mud down in the river of blood. Well, there ain't no love for the preacher man, and nobody does it like the butcher can. Nobody does it like the butcher can. 'Cause the butcher was always somebody you knew. The butcher was someone who cared about you. The butcher said, hey man, how do you do? Everybody sing amen and a hallelujah. You can sell my bones to the undertaker, my long black hair to the wig maker. Tell my girl I will never forsake her, but I'm saving my heart for the butcher man. Yeah, yeah. Saving my heart for the butcher man. Oh, yes, I am. I'm saving my sweetheart for the butcher man. Oh, yeah. For the butcher man. Oh, yeah. Well, here come that butcher man. Yeah. All right. That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I missed the thing. I was like going like this instead of paying attention.
Sometimes you gotta go like that.
Sometimes you gotta go like that. I don't like to do that one without Hugh over here, because without that, play that bass part again. So you don't even need the rest of the song. It's just good enough like that. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking putting banjo in.
Who's that creeping up over there?
Come up the driveway, we got Andy Fleischman. He owns the land that we live on here. He's an artist. You should look him up, andyfleischman.com. My drummer, you guys know Jack Fleischman, my drummer? It's his dad. This is his place that we rent out. He's taking the garbage out right now. All right. What's something like slower and nicer we could do? I want to do like 2 more songs and let you guys get back to work or whatever you're doing. What do you think? Do we have any nice ones?
Not Big Muddy?
Yeah, I can do that. This song's been getting a lot of mileage since it was written in 1967. It never seems to go out of fashion. It's a Pete Seeger song. You guys have heard me sing it a million times. I think that big fool is still telling us to push on, isn't he? Well, it was back in 1942. I was a member of a good platoon. Well, we was on maneuvers in Louisiana one night by the light of the moon. When the captain told us to ford the river, and that's how it all begun. And we was waist deep in a big muddy when that big fool said to push on. And then the sergeant said, "Are you sure this is the best way back to the base?" "Well, Sergeant, go on. I forded this river about a mile above this place. Oh, it'll be a little soggy, but just keep slogging, and we'll soon be on dry ground." And we was waist deep in a big muddy when that big fool said to push on. And then the sergeant said, "Sir, with all this equipment, and no man will be able to swim." "Well, Sergeant, don't be a nervous Nelly," that's what the captain said to him. "Well, all we need is just a little determination. Follow me, I will lead on." And we was waist deep in a big muddy when that big fool said to push on. Push on now. The captain's helmet was all that floated by. And then the sergeant said, "Turn around, men, I'm in charge from now on." And we were lucky to escape from the big muddy with the captain dead and gone. Yeah, so we stripped and we dived and we found his body stuck in the old quicksand. Well, I guess he didn't know that the water was deeper than the place he'd once before been. You see, another stream had joined the big muddy about a half a mile from where we'd gone. And we were neck deep in a big muddy when that big fool said to push on. So I'm not going to point out any morals. I'm gonna leave that up to yourself. Maybe you're still walking, maybe you're still talking, maybe you'd like to keep your health. But every time I turn on my TV, well, those old feelings start to come on. Well, he was waist deep in a big muddy when that motherfucker said to push on. Yodelee. Muddy, and that the big fool said to push. Oh, well, waist deep, yeah, well, neck deep, soon even a tall man will be over his head. Well, waist deep in the big muddy. I can never remember since 2003. I get them wrong every time. There we go. Gotta remember that. It goes in this order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is the song in 5?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. As you know, my name is Henry Kissinger. It's always a pleasure to spend an afternoon with you, as it may be, or an evening if you're watching from England or Holland or something like that. Let me know where you're watching from. And over here we got my good friend, Hugh Crumley.
Hello.
Hugh is a very responsible adult. Very sophisticated sense of humor, this guy. Makes a killer clam chowder. Let's end with a song about tomorrow. About how great tomorrow's going to be. About how much better next year is going to be. Because next year, am I right? In America, next year is always better than this year. And this year is always better than last year. Does the math check out? All right. This song is called Hallelujah, Here Comes 1929. Because we know we got nothing but sunshine and blue skies ahead of us. Forget about the bad times. Open up that gate. I'm saying goodbye. 1928, give me one good year. Like Al Capone. Alright, shake a little blood out of that stone. I'm gonna rip that stage up. I sing my song. Hey, that's Herbert Hoover. He gonna make this country strong. It's growing so fast. And you can hear it groan. He gonna shake a little blood out of that stone. Shake, mama, shake. You know that you're not alone. Why don't you head downtown and get yourself a real sweet loan? I worked out hard. Well, shake a little blood out of that stone. Hard times, that ain't my style. Here come 1929 and the kid not running wild. When that Cadillac come to my town, I'm gonna take one last look around. Step out of this line. Hallelujah, here come 1929. All right. But the girl can't help it. She just loved that sound. When the band starts rocking, my baby gonna shake it all up and down Wall Street with that saxophone. She gonna shake a little blood out of that stone. Shake, mama, shake. You know that you're not alone. Well, this is gonna be the best year anybody's ever known. Shake a little blood out of that stone. Well, I know this will be my year. I can feel it in my bones. I'm going down in that diamond mine. Disconnect the phone. When that Lincoln pulls around again, I'm gonna grab that bumper if I can, 'cause it's so fine. Hallelujah, here come 1929. Oh, look out, here come 1929. And I know that it's all mine. Hallelujah. got one chorus in that, but Hugh is sharp as a whip, quick as attack. Does that feel like a show? All right, I think we've done our work here. Come back again next Tuesday. Kick into the tip jar if you can, or Patreon, please. Say hi again to Dr. Hugh Crumley. And yeah, I hope that he can come back again for one of these things. Maybe the whole band even. And I may start having guests come on, like pipe in people from other places next week. If you're a musician who would like to do a guest spot, let me know. And I'll be back again in a few hours' time for set number 2, because this is 2-set Tuesdays, 7 p.m. and 7 p.m., one for each hemisphere. And with that, goodbye.